Hey everybody, it's Amy. Welcome back to my channel, Happily Scented Life, and I'm back today with my what I've been warming for Scentsy. So I will share with you guys what I've been working on the past week in regards to Scentsy wax and some non-Scentsy wax products. I've been doing really good. On my channel a little bit ago, I did do a wax goals update, and I do have a specific goal for June where I'm trying to work through 50 bars of Scentsy. So that means completely finishing them out so that they're empty clamshells and they can be taken out of my stash. I also want to try to finish 2 bricks and also work on my tester basket. I have a boatload of testers. Being a consultant, that is one of the business expenses that can pile up if you're not careful. So I've been working on that as well. Okay. So for non-wax, I did finish up a all-purpose concentrate cleaner in banana leaf and bamboo. You can pick this up in the catalog currently. This used to be a wax. It used to be a new release to the spring catalog 2 catalogs ago, so in 23, but they did discontinue it, but they kept it in the cleaning line. Now I do like it. I think it's got peach, white peach, and the banana leaf, and then bamboo and some other note to it. It's a really nice scent in cleaning. I didn't care for it too much in wax form, so hopefully this will stay around for a little bit. I do have one more concentrate bottle left, and then I definitely need to restock on my concentrate. So if you're not familiar with what this product is, it's basically a more concentrated version of the counter clean. So you'll dilute this with water. It's one part concentrate, 3 parts water, and you can make counter clean with that. I use it in my mop water, so usually what I do is I'll fill this little cap up 2 times and put that in my mop water. I've also put in a cap full into my carpet cleaner and done that. I've also just filled up a regular bucket with a cap full in a microfiber cloth and wiped down that ottoman chair over there and other furniture and stuff like that. So it's a really versatile product is what it really is. You can get a lot for your money out of it. All right, I think that might be it for non-wax products, you guys. I don't think I finished anything else up. Yep, no, all the rest of this is a wax, so alrighty. So I finished up a clamshell of Star Wars Tatooine Sunsets. This is currently available because they did bring back the Star Wars collection. They brought back the light side of the Force as well as the outer rim collection, which this fragrance was part of that one. The other 2 are forest and winter. I actually didn't mind all 3 of those Star Wars bars, but this one is really, really nice. It kind of reminds me of Palo Santo and Cinnamon, which is a discontinued Scentsy scent. It's got that powderiness to it, but it's got a spicy, warm amber, and I'm really digging amber scents this year. So this was really nice on the colder days that we have this week. I actually have the rest of this going today in the kitchen. So I did get 2 warms out of this bar. So I definitely would repurchase that one again if I saw it in clearance or a flash sale. Another day where it was kind of on the cold side, I did warm some Cashmere Pear right here in the living room. This is actually a bar that I got in a D-stash, and because the clearance section restocked, I do have quite a hefty amount now, and Cashmere Pear is a really nice bar, you guys. If you didn't give it a good chance when it was in Bring Back My Bar, did I just spill coffee everywhere? No, I didn't. Definitely revisit this one. It's still in clearance as we speak, which is June 10th. So you can still get your hands on this bar. It's got amber, it has pear, it's got silky cashmere, but it also has Madagascar, vanilla, and red ginger. It's just such a cozy, comforting scent. And this one, I did 5 cubes, and it lasted a day and a half in this room. So I was very much pleased with the performance on Cashmere Pear. Now, I don't know how long this bar that I got from D-Stash has sat. I do know that previously I had found like a partial bar or something, and that one had sat for like a year and a half. So I do know that this bar does get better with age. So I'll be curious if my newer bars that I have can perform at the same level. Also, we warmed some toasted apple butter. Even though it's not fall, I don't always warm things that are seasonally appropriate because, you know, Maine is not seasonally appropriate. I'm sorry. This weather is bogus. It is already the second week of June and we get like 2 days of like straight sunshine. It gets to 70 degrees. It's like summer weather potential. And then it drops back down to the 40s, low 50s, cold, overcast, raining. It's just ridiculous. But I'm not mad at it for warming wise because I can pull out my fall bars again. So toasted apple butter. This one came back as Bring Back My Bar, and I had clubbed it along with toasted caramel sugar. I really enjoyed these fragrances. And then it came back again for Scent of the Season. So I had a second opportunity to club this bar. And in the process of me clubbing it the first time and then knowing it was coming back, so I took it out of my club, I experienced Teddy B's sugar chestnuts and apple butter. And that literally knocked my socks off so much that I prefer that over this. This is still lovely. It's got that like spicy notes that kind of come off almost dusty in a way, but it's like a really nice spiced apple. And you do get warmth and a little bit of toastiness. It's like bakery, but not heavy, heavy bakery. It's like a good transition scent into fall, kind of gets you into those fall moods. The performance is really good on this one. It's not like a boomer or like a 10, but it's a decent 7. A decent 7 in a medium to large space. All right, another day. This one I did twice, so I did it in both my bathrooms, but on separate occasions. Clothesline. I love Clothesline. It's dupe for Downy. This is like Downy fabric softener. This is what that smells like. It is super strong. It is one of the few scents that I can get multiple, and I mean more than 2 days on with this. Oh my gosh, it's just so good. This is a classic for a reason. There's a reason why it's always in the catalog. It's just one of those scents that I associate Scentsy with. Be Clothesline. All right, this one I worked on. I don't think I've ever done a warm review on this bar yet on my channel, but the Wicked Bar Emerald City. This one, it's not my favorite. It's a very saturated fall berry type of scent. It really reminds me of like fruit leather. Like if anybody has had fruit leather before in the grocery, it really reminds me of like a raspberry fruit leather or a cranberry fruit leather. This does have like brandied plum or something like that. But I just say there's like a deep saturation and it's extremely fruity, but it wasn't anything to write home about. It really didn't impress me. It was a mediocre performer. So I'm not going to be repurchasing this one, but the 3 cubes that I have left, I do plan on saving it to mix with cranberry and cardamom. I think this would be a great alternating mix during the fall season next year. So, all right, this one, I do have to talk about this one, and where are my testers for it? Hold on. Because this was a mix that was suggested to me on my Facebook VIP group. And I was like, you know what? I have both those scents. One's actually in my melting basket, but then the other one I had 3 testers of, and it's really not like one of my favorites, even though it's a classic in the spring and summer catalog. So I'm like, this is the perfect way for me to get rid of those testers and then be able to revisit the other scent again. So Holly, if you are watching, thank you for this mix suggestion. So it is Sweet Lime and Peach, which is a new release in the catalog. and Watermelon Tangerine from the current catalog. So she said she did the same, I think she said she did the same, like each scent in the same dish. What I did is I mixed it throughout my downstairs. So I had some warmers that had a half a tester of Watermelon Tangerine to a cube of Sweet Lime and Peach. And then there was some warmers that just had Sweet Lime and Peach. So I want to say there was about 6 warmers out of the 8 that I have in the living room, kitchen, and hallway that I had on that had this half tester and then the full cube of the Sweet Lime and Peach. This was a really nice scent, you guys. It was a really great mixing suggestion. Thank you, Holly, for suggesting it. I was actually able to enjoy Watermelon Tangerine for the first time ever. And I feel like the tangerine in Watermelon Tangerine brought out the peach notes a little bit more in the Sweet Lime and Peach, but then also the dewy greens that's in Watermelon Tangerine kind of played with the gardiment that's in this bar. So they kind of really complemented each other well. So if you have these scents in your stash, pull them out, try the mix yourself. Let me know in the comment section how it worked out for you. It was a really nice mix. So thank you again, Holly, for suggesting that. All right, today, along with the Tattooey Sunsets, because I said I had that going in the kitchen, the rest of the downstairs has Vanilla Amber going in today. This bar is just perfection. Oh my God, I fell in love with this bar last catalog when it came out as a new release. So happy that they decided to continue it over into the spring and summer catalog. I have 1 bar left from the massive 6-pack that I bought before the fall catalog had changed over. And I just love this bar. It's just so good. It's got vanilla, it's got amber. It has like a buttered rum or a sweet rum or something like that with it. It's just so good. It's just so good, and it's such a great performer. Lasts multiple days. I've done it in small rooms. I've done it in large rooms. I don't have an open concept, so I can't tell you if it works in an open concept. I'm pretty sure that it does, though. So, all right. I don't think any of these other ones were mixes. Oh, wait, yes, I do have one more mix in here, but I will talk about it in a minute. Okay. So, Blue Agave Melon, decided to pull this one up. This was on one of the hotter days that we had this week. This one, no, it's still not for me. There's something kind of weird in this bar, and I'm not sure what, but I definitely picked up a lot on the melon. And then there is like an agave nectar sweet type of note, and I don't know if it's just too coilingly sweet, but this barely got up to a 5. Like for strength and performance. Like it really wasn't throwing in the living room, and I did the entire bar. And I only did that because notoriously in the past, Blue Agave Melon has been a light performer for me in my house. So I said, you know what, just load up your warmers. I turned on all the warmers in here. So I had 7 warmers going, had the full bar, and it still only reached a 5. So I don't have it clubbed or anything like that. This was the only bar that I had. So I'm glad to revisit it, but I'm definitely not going to be on the search for Blue Agave and Melon. Okay. I feel like if you're the type of person, though, that liked like Berry Bright or Camu or Skinny Dipping, then you'll probably enjoy Blue Agave Melon. I am not that person, so that's why I don't like it that much. I Love Clover. Warmed this the other day. I did the entire bar all throughout the downstairs. Lasted a day and a half. So good. Kind of low-key regretting kicking it out of my club. I know. It's got apple. It has fresh cut grass and clover. It's kind of got like a soapy edge to it, which reminded me of cucumber and cactus water, and that's another one that I have in my club. So it was like, well, do you really need both? So I decided to keep cucumber and cactus water in my club and toss the I Love Clover. Also, Serene Succulent had came out, and that had an apple note to it, like this one did. But yeah, I'm kind of low-key regretting kicking it out of my club. However, Melty Memories, She came out with a scent called Sugar and Stems, which is fresh cut grass, apple, dirt. Oh gosh, I forgot what the other note is. But it smells identical to this, just much sweeter. So I'm not totally in regrets because I can get it through a vendor. But this is a really nice bar. This is a powerhouse scent. So this is like one of those ones that I would recommend on performance. Scent appeal is great, but there are similar scents out there. So I kind of had to make some tough choices. Black Raspberry Vanilla. This is not a tough choice. I just kind of hate warmed through this bar because I really don't care for it. Yeah, no, it's not a favorite of mine. I know it's a bestseller, but I don't like it. Never did. Raspberry Hibiscus Tea. Kind of low-key mad that they did kick this one out of the catalog because it was a nice, like, idea of a scent. It does remind me of, like, a spring version of Winterberry Apple Tea. And this bar has sat for a while, so it has been able to, like, cure a little bit and get a little bit stronger. But this scent profile, Scentsy does all the time. So it's not anything that I'm, like, going to terribly miss, but it is a good raspberry tea fruity summery scent. I do have 2 cubes left though. This one I picked up in a D stash. Never had warmed it before. Spring has sprung. You guys, low key we need to like, I don't know why I keep saying low key. That's like the 8th time I've said that. All right, stop it, Amy. This no joke surprised me. What was in this bar for a scent? No, hold on. Because I can't remember. Spring has sprung. Oh, that's right. Magnolias, lemons, and sandalwood. So the sandalwood really came out on warm. And the magnolias. The lemon, there was just a brightness to the bar. It really wasn't citrusy, didn't really read lemon. It was mostly magnolias and sandalwood. And I had this going all on the upstairs level. And it was just so lovely. It was mellow. It lingered. It wasn't like overpowering when you went in the room. It wasn't slapping you in the face. It was just a nice, pleasant smell going on. And I would totally look for this one again. This one is just like one of those like underrated, kind of goes under the, you know, the radar of like the scent description really doesn't do it any justice, like at all. And I'm like losing my train of thought because I'm like squirrel. So yeah. Why did my finger do this weird ET thing when I was holding my I just need to wrap this video up. Okay. Island Bloom. This is a new release. This was my bar that I got with the February access kit when we switched over to the catalog. And this is actually quite enjoyable. It's got starfruit. It has watermelon in it. It's just a really nice floral fruity scent. Really good performer, kind of brought in summer, gave those summer vibes, so I was really happy to try that one again. This one, I finished up my bar of Keep On Blooming. This is the April scent of the month. This is the one that had pear and like dewy greens and cherry blossom. It was all right, but it wasn't the greatest performer. It was like medium at best, kind of fizzled out. Not my favorite cherry floral, so I think I would much prefer the wild cherry and sakura over Keep On Blooming, but that's just me. Sweet Amber and Friia. This one I picked up in a D stash. I love Sweet Amber and Friia. This one lasted a day and a half upstairs in the bedrooms. It's just, again, it's like the spring has sprung. It's just this nice, mellow, lingering floral. The Friia is not intense. So if you're thinking Friia like sweet pea and Friia and you're like, oh no, I could not do that. No, the Friia and Sweet Amber and Friia is nothing like sweet pea and Friia. This is much more diluted. The amber is really the showstopper here. The Friia notes in here kind of remind me of Hydrangea Bouquet, where they're not like super, super intense. So if you like those lighter florals, then Sweet Amber and Friia would be a good one to pick up and try. So this kind of killed two birds with one stone. I was able to finish up an entire bar of coconut lemongrass, and I also finished up a brick and like a third. So definitely working on my brick. Coconut lemongrass is just coconut lemongrass. It is one of my favorite scents, probably still in my top 10 of all time. There's just something about this scent. It's such a good lemongrass scent, and I love citrus, so that's probably why I love it so much. All right, this is a mix that I did in the kitchen one day because it was super sunny out and I was all in my like summer vibes, and I just wanted it to smell nice and beachy. So I had 3 cubes left of Barefoot Beach. Was it 3 or 2? I think it might have been 2. Yeah, because I had 4 warmers in there. So it was probably 2 cubes of Barefoot Beach. And then I did a tester of Kukui and Coconut, which is retired, and a tester of Suncastles. So I did hear Patricia Gates say that Kukui and Coconut and Suncastles was a really good mix. And then I'm like, well, why don't I up the ante and add in Barefoot Beach? Now, you can currently get Barefoot Beach and Suncastles in the catalog. I've also heard great things about mixing just these 2 scents. Kukui and Coconut is no longer available. They did retire it. This is like Boom Boom Sol de Janeiro. Kind of smells like that. It's got kukui nut, jasmine. Barefoot Beach is literally Beach Body Goddess. Smells like Denise Austin. It's just macadamia nut, coconut, amber. Oh my God, it's so good. And then Suncastles has like pistachio and almonds, like these other nutty coconut like type of thing. So this was a really good, really good pairing. So definitely would recommend that one. All right, and then I do have some more testers that I went through. All right, so I think, did I do this in the office? Which ones did I do in the office? I did Apricot Vanilla, again, in the office. Yeah, these testers are definitely stronger than the Fresh Pours. I also did Stitch Experiment 626 in the office one day. This was a dead scent. I didn't really get much off of it. Really wasn't appealing. I've never really liked that scent anyway, though. And then, also in the office, I did Luna. So I did 2 testers of Luna. Can't go wrong with Luna. I only crave Luna like once or twice a year. So I always either try to use up my testers or at least get like 1 bar in a party closeout just to have. Because when I want Luna, I just want to warm the whole bar. It's got Sweet Pea and Friia, jasmine. It's just a nice scent. It's a lighter floral. It's one of those more subtle floral scents. Okay. Then I think this I did in all the bedrooms upstairs. So alternating bedrooms. So some bedrooms had one scent going and other bedrooms had the other scent going. So I did 3 testers of Skinny Dipping, which is in the catalog. Yeah, it was all right. And then I had 3 testers of Go-Go Mango, which is not a favorite of mine either. This was just more or less just trying to like get rid of these testers. They complemented each other well, but not my favorite fruity scents for sure. So, all right, you guys, that's it. That's all I warmed this week for Scentsy. So I'm definitely making a dent towards my goal of 50 bars. I have no idea if I'll be able to finish up this brick by the end of the month. We'll see. We shall see. But let me know in the comment section what you guys have been working on. What have you guys been warming? And all of that. And we'll continue the conversation. Thanks for always liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye.